I had one.
On the morning of September 11, 2001, a series of coordinated terrorist attacks shook the United States to its core. These attacks, orchestrated by the extremist group Al-Qaeda, targeted symbolic landmarks of American power and prosperity, resulting in unparalleled devastation and loss of life. The events of 9/11 not only altered the physical landscape of cities like New York and Washington, D.C., but also reshaped the global geopolitical landscape and forever changed the way nations approach security and counterterrorism efforts. The first plane to strike was American Airlines Flight 11, a Boeing 767 en route from Boston to Los Angeles, which was hijacked shortly after takeoff. At 8:46 a.m., the hijackers flew the plane into the North Tower of the World Trade Center in Lower Manhattan. The impact of the crash caused a massive explosion, trapping thousands of people inside the building and sending shockwaves of horror and disbelief across the nation. As the world watched in horror, a second hijacked airliner, United Airlines Flight 175, a Boeing 767 also bound for Los Angeles, veered off course and slammed into the South Tower of the World Trade Center just 17 minutes after the first impact. At 9:03 a.m., the force of the collision ignited a raging inferno, engulfing the tower in flames and leaving millions of people around the globe in a state of shock and disbelief. The structural integrity of the Twin Towers was compromised by the intense heat and damage caused by the impacts. At 9:59 a.m., the South Tower collapsed in a horrifying cascade of twisted steel and billowing smoke, sending debris and dust cascading through the streets of Lower Manhattan. The collapse of the South Tower sent shockwaves of panic and terror through the city as first responders and civilians scrambled to escape the devastation. Less than half an hour later, at 10:28 a.m., the North Tower also succumbed to the damage inflicted by the terrorist attacks, crumbling to the ground in a deafening roar of destruction. The collapse of the Twin Towers marked the deadliest terrorist attack in world history, claiming the lives of nearly 3,000 innocent people and leaving an indelible scar on the soul of America.
Click the window.
Shut the window. Turn off the vent. Turn off the vents?
Yeah. Everything. Close everything.
Maybe we should get outside. I don't know what to do.
Look at that. Look at that. People running.
While the world was reeling from the devastation unfolding in New York City, another hijacked airliner, American Airlines Flight 77, a Boeing 757 en route from Washington Dulles International Airport to Los Angeles, crashed into the western side of the Pentagon, the headquarters of the United States Department of Defense. At 9:37 a.m., the impact caused a catastrophic explosion, tearing a massive hole in the building and igniting fires that raged for hours.
Area by 14 Street, we all responding. Where?
Okay, we have a report.
Rescue to 335, Rollins.
Rescue engine 335.
You aware of the explosion?
Amidst the chaos and devastation of the morning, a fourth hijacked airliner, United Airlines Flight 93, a Boeing 757 traveling from Newark International Airport to San Francisco International Airport, was also on a collision course with a target believed to be either the White House or the U.S. Capitol. However, the passengers and crew on board, having learned of the attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon via phone calls, bravely fought back against the hijackers. In a remarkable act of courage and selflessness, the passengers stormed the cockpit, engaging in a fierce struggle for control of the aircraft. Realizing that their plane had been weaponized by the hijackers, the passengers made the ultimate sacrifice, deliberately crashing the plane into a field near Shanksville, Pennsylvania, at 10:03 a.m., preventing further loss of life and averting what could have been an even greater catastrophe. The events of September 11, 2001, forever altered the course of history, leaving an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of humanity. The attacks on the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and Flight 93 served as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and security in an interconnected world. As we honor the memory of the victims and heroes of 9/11, let us reaffirm our commitment to building a future defined by hope, resilience, and solidarity, standing united against the forces of hatred and division.